Yo, what's good? It's Boy Dude Reviews, and today me and Abbas are gonna check out Attack on Titan season 4, episode 15, and the ending to episode 14 because we kind of missed that because of the earthquake. Our thoughts and prayers are with those who were affected in Japan.
Yo, flipping this episode of Attack on Titan,
So
Zeke is just a
yeah,
downer, man.
what was it called? It was called Soul Salvation, and so we can go straight to the next episode, which is episode 15, Soul Salvation.
Every time there's like a flashback episode, I always say like this is my favorite episode, and I think this is my favorite
Is
episode.
it?
This, yeah, dude, the music throughout this entire episode is gorgeous.
I know, like, oh man, not even just the music, like the voice acting as well. Like,
Voice acting, dude, Grisha, man. Oh, that scene where he just,
yeah.
oh, when he shouts.
Every,
Dude, you just don't realize how much mental torture
mhm.
Zeke has been going through as a kid. Like through the manga, you don't really see it,
I
but through
know.
dude, Mappa, like hats off to you for like doing it well,
Mappa
man.
just loves their flashbacks, you know.
Crazy. Because the whole like in the manga when he's like, oh, I need to save Eren, he's probably going through the same things that I have, but you don't really see. It's not really explained that well
No, it's
in the
not.
manga side, but here, damn, Grisha is a maniac.
He's crazy, man. Like, oh my days. To be honest with you, I kind of hated him in this episode a little bit, just like in the manga, because
Who,
in
Zeke?
no Grisha, because when we see Grisha's backstory in
Oh,
season 3, like he's kind of portrayed as this kind of like poor soul who just wanted to do the right thing, but in this episode, he's just kind of seen as this like really nasty guy towards
no,
Zeke in a
that's the
way.
point.
Yeah,
That's
in
the
Zeke's
point. He's
perspective,
meant to be seen
yeah,
that way.
because this is how Zeke saw him, and yeah.
That's yeah.
Like when they're eating dinner and then Grisha just gives Zeke that dirty look, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this guy!"
It's
Yeah,
crazy. Like the situation Zeke is in as well
yeah.
as what's it what they called Eldians. It's already
Eldians.
hard enough,
Yeah.
but he has to go back to that house
Oh my
and suffer that
days.
mental torture as well. On top of that, that's hard.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man.
And and the sad thing is, Grisha only wants the best for him. You know,
That's all he wants, man. That's all he
they want to
wants.
get out. They want to start a revolution. They want to,
Ugh.
But maybe Grisha did the wrong way about it.
Yeah, Grisha was a little bit daft, to be honest with you. Ugh.
I mean, you can understand his struggles though.
Oh
To be
yeah,
that's the
definitely.
crazy. That's why I love this show. But this is it's not black and white.
It's great. Everyone's,
It's, yeah,
there's no good or bad people. They're just people with bad decision making,
yep,
And yeah. Anyway, the episode starts off with like Zeke, Grisha, and Dina, and this old man kind of throws water at them because at first he thinks they're Malians, but then he sees the armband and
yeah.
he's
Then you
like,
notice the
"Oh, you
armband.
dirty devils!" And he has that horrible look in
Yeah,
his eye. And then, oh my gosh, like that's when they're walking through the streets and all the Malians are saying, "Oh, you guys are scum" and all that, and it's hard to watch.
yep,
I feel bad for these
yep.
guys.
Yeah, I mean, you understand why they want it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's not the worst of it because you can easily be transferred to Paradise Island, then turn into like a Titan or whatever. But that's like the tame part of that side of just other people like treating you like trash.
Oh
But you
yeah.
understand why Grisha is like desperate.
Yeah, exactly, man. And then we kind of cut to Zeke kind of training to be a Malian soldier, and he's kind of the worst one, which kind of surprised me. Like I remember reading this
Trash.
in the manga, being like, "Damn, is he like the worst one?" And then you have Xavier just kind of watching him, and
He is the worst one,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like man,
It's funny, like there's a parallels between him and Eren with Eren wanting to be a scout
oh
and
yeah,
his mum's complaining.
oh yeah.
But here, like they're
His mom
forcing
is like
Zeke
saying,
to
"Yeah,
like
you,
become a
you go for it, man."
like you gotta do it.
Hmm. It's interesting how seeing how Grisha raised both Aaron and Zeke. Like he raised one being like you have to do
Yeah,
this, while the other was like you can be free, you can do whatever you want, and they both turn
yeah.
out to be psychopaths. So it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Well, no, I think Zeke isn't though. I don't think Zeke is
I know, but I mean, come on, dude. He
compared to Eren.
murdered his own people. Like oh my days.
Who's Zeke?
Yeah, like the people in Mali, like
Oh yeah,
when
he's an
they
Elgin,
attacked
isn't
it.
he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he was the one who came up with the plan to attack Liberio, and
But it's like
yeah.
it's one of those things, right? Where Eren said in this episode, Grisha killed the kids to save thingy Paradise Island.
Oh yeah,
It's just one of those things. It's hard.
I know, man.
It is hard.
It's so hard.
Like yes.
Anyway, Zeke kind of goes to his grandparents' house, and according to Grisha, they're going to their little ballroom dancing. They're saying that to not, tell Zeke about it because Zeke's in the room with them.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
obviously, Zeke's kind of suspicious of what Grisha and his mom are doing. But after that, his grandfather talks to him about the history on Eldians and saying over 1,000 years the Eldians have been conquering Mali, forcing people to have their kids and all that. And Zeke's just absorbing all of this knowledge and information. And it's interesting.
Did Paradise do this to the entire world, or was it only against the Malians?
Oh, I think Mali just kind of they're the ones who brainwashed the Eldians in Liberia. So the people on Paradise Island didn't have any knowledge of it or anything like that, you know.
No, 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 no. Because I think the Ymir stuff was true.
Oh,
They
okay.
were Titans that were destroying civilization, right?
Oh, are
But
you talking about the?
were they only against the Malians, or were they against the entire world?
Oh, I actually don't even know, to be honest with you. I always just assumed it was kind of a bit of both, to be honest with you. That's how.
Because there were people like at that the Willy Tiber speech, like crying and applauding,
Yeah.
like they know about the devils too. But I don't really see them like fighting against the Titans in like those
Oh,
flashbacks.
yeah,
It's
that's
only
true.
against the Malians.
Yeah. To be honest with you,
So I don't
I
know.
actually really have no idea.
All right, because you could have compared that with like Britain in some way, because they used to be like 100 years ago they were like colonizing everything, right?
Oh yeah.
And now look at them,
Ugh.
look at us, we're a laughing stock.
Oh man, gosh, this country. Anyway, back in
So
oh,
yeah,
I was gonna say back in the after the grandpa scene, it cuts to a young-looking Magath, looking very disappointingly at Zeke for just kind of like not being able to set a gun up right, and he's
right,
just
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just flopping this poor little baby Zeke, and he kind of see
Too much, yeah, just too much mental torture on
yeah,
Zeke.
way too much.
Too bad for him. Can't concentrate.
And he sees like this boy and his father, both Eldians, kind of playing catch, and this is all Zeke really wanted. It kind of confirms that I don't think Zeke ever wanted to be a warrior soldier. He just wanted to he just
Play
wants
with
to be
his dad.
just wants to be a kid, you know. But he just never got that chance, you know. And I kind of feel like, yeah, what was he gonna do, you know? Ah,
Yeah, it was a role that was forced in him. Like you didn't choose it.
I know, man. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, I like this episode because of all the like sunset scenes. Like I don't know, like the way the sky looks in the sunset, just really nice.
Yeah,
Like the
everything in this
lighting,
flashback is gorgeous, man.
it's just
Yeah.
everything just seems to glow a little bit. You know, it's all hazy
Yeah,
and
Mappa really did show their like priorities.
yeah.
Like, let's focus on the
Hmm.
flashbacks more than the current day.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is when he meets Xavier for the first time, and it's revealed that he is the Beast Titan. And yeah, the reason why he wanted to become the Beast Titan was so that he wanted to learn more about the Titans. And I think he mentions that Ymira touched something possibly when she first obtained the founding Titan. And what is that something? We don't know yet, or do we? And then it kind of cuts to Zeke talking, not talking, he kind of spies on Grisha Yeager talking to Falco's uncle. And they're basically like talking about how Zeke isn't good and how they need him to be good.
Falco's uncle.
Yeah, I think that man is Falco's uncle. He's a Grice.
Oh
Yeah.
crap. Wait, what? Grice?
Yeah. Because Falco
No, wait,
Grice.
what? No, wait,
Cold
what?
Grice.
Isn't that the same guy that got turned into a Titan?
Yeah.
That was Falco's uncle.
Yeah, it was kind of stated in episode
Wait, what's Falco's second name? What's
Grace.
his
Grice.
surname?
It's gross.
Oh crap! Everything just comes
Didn't you
full
know that?
circle.
They
Even
literally
those little
revealed
Easter
it.
eggs. No, I did not know
In
that.
episode 4 of the season, when Aaron was talking to his grandfather mentioned that Falco's uncle was part of the Restorationists and he got turned into a Titan.
I no, I've probably
Yeah,
missed
and
that.
this is him.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Oh crap.
So I'm guessing
That's
yeah,
crazy.
exactly.
I love that.
Then Gracia basically like confronts Zeke, being like, "You have to be a warrior soldier, Zeke. You have to." And oh man, there's a lot of shots of Gracia that he looks very similar to Aaron. Like in present day, like just a young Gracia looking like Aaron now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
Yep.
get like very similar vibe scenes from like the first episode of like Zeke and like other warrior cadets running through this like training ground. I actually thought this thing was pretty
Yeah, we
nice
see.
looking. And then this is when Gracia and
Was
his
this before or after?
well, the parents are kind of like looking at him
Oh,
in
go on.
like
Sorry.
disappointment. Gracia kind of walks away because Zeke kind of looks up to him, and then Gracia just kind of turns his back on him. And he just walks away, which is just such a douche mood by Gracia.
Yes. Yeah. It's hard, man. The you know that scene where Zeke is looking at those other kids playing?
Yeah.
Oh no! I was thinking this is it's a scene coming up. My bad.
Okay.
It was yeah. It was a scene that comes up that we see the younger versions of those other characters. But
Okay. Well,
yeah, sorry,
while
I'm mixed
Gracia
too.
kind of walks away from Zeke in disappointment, Xavier kind of notices this and he kind of looks at Zeke. And then this is they didn't what happened next? Oh, this is the scene when
Yeah.
this is the same. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. 1 second.
All right,
I think my food's here. Crap. Oh, we keep going. It's all right.
all right, all right.
Keep going.
Yeah, we got time.
We put the spot out as well, by the way.
This is the scene when Xavier talks to Zeke about like him wanting to learn more about Titans and like the Ymera stuff and all that lot. So I talked about that a bit too early, but then it cuts to the next scene with Zeke overhearing some Malian officers talking about like the restorationist group and meeting with the owl, and they're gonna try and find him and send him to Paradise. And
Yeah,
Zeke's like, oh
that
crap,
yeah,
because he knows that the
there's
restorationists are
just
his
even
parents.
more pressure on Zeke's shoulders as well.
I know, just damn. And then this,
You just feel bad for Zeke in this whole flashback, man. It's just sad. You just
I
see what he's going
know,
through.
it's like, Gracia, what have you done? But at the same time, you feel bad for Gracia as well. He's just kind of under pressure. And this is when Gracia kind of gives Zeke that dirty look while they're eating. And then Zeke confronts both his parents about stopping being restorationists. And then Gracia was just like, haven't you learned anything I taught you? Same with Dina. And that's when you start saying that you could end up like Faye, his aunt. And Zeke's not wrong. They really could. Like, what they're doing is kind of reckless.
Yeah, but it's like it's one of those things where Grisha is acting a bit reckless,
Mm-hmm.
but how else is he going to free his
I
people?
know.
If he didn't do what he was doing now, what those scenes, like he probably wouldn't have met Aaron's mom, and then wouldn't have had
Yeah,
Aaron.
exactly.
It's just like it's weird. Like he hindsight, but still he Grisha needed to do something. He couldn't sit and be like
He
cattle.
couldn't,
He
he
needed
had
to
to
free
take
his
action
people
right
somehow.
now.
Yeah,
So this is when,
no matter the costs.
no matter the costs. Then this is when we cut to the break, and then he talks to Xavier about this, and Xavier's like, "Oh crap, Zeke, you're done for, man. You're done." Then Zeke kind of says this farewell to Xavier, saying when he becomes a Titan, he won't forget him. And then this is when Xavier tells him to snitch on them, to tell the Marine
Yep.
officers that they are the restorationists, and to
Yeah.
leave his grandparents out of it, so that he and his grandparents can,
And now,
survive.
now we finally get the reason to why Zeke
Yeah,
ratted on
because
his
even Zeke
parents
kind of
from season 3.
questions this plan of his. He's like, "Oh, really?" And it kind of makes you realize that Zeke isn't this evil little kid who snitched out his mom and dad. Like,
No, no.
nah. And then you get the infamous shot of him pointing towards his parents with the Malian officers.
But I think this is a plan that Xavier and the Owl were cooking up.
Oh, really?
Because as I remember this scene in season 3
Yeah.
where Grisha is talking to the Owl
Uh huh.
and they're talking about blood tests and he says that he had help from a doctor
Oh, okay.
to work with the police or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And so the only person that could have helped him was probably Xavier
I never thought of
because he's
that.
a doctor or whatever he is, researcher. Well, he said doctors make the best spies or something like that.
He did actually. I didn't even think of that. That's actually a good point, man.
Yep.
And then it
So
cuts,
maybe Xavier must have had this plan or something
possibly. Anyway,
with the Owl.
it cuts like I think 10 years into the future. You see a really all grown up Zeke playing catch with Xavier, and yeah, this is when Xavier's time is running out. He's
Wait a second.
yeah,
Wait a second. How long do Titans live for? If you inherit a
13
Titan, how
years,
long
one
do
free
you?
years.
Damn. Okay. Yikes.
So I'm guessing this
So
is
Zeke is a weird one, right?
yeah.
Because all the Titan inheritors were children, but Zeke's
That's because Zeke was like one of the worst cadets, so he had to train a little bit longer.
they find alternative ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's like the oldest out of like Reiner and the gang. And speaking of Reiner, we see
Yeah.
Reiner, Galliard, his
Yeah.
bro
Yeah.
Roberto, and
Speaking of
Annie
him.
just kind of like walking in the background.
Yep. That's cool.
So this was all set during the same time as Reiner's flashback, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Everything like it's all connected. That's
And
what I love
I
about
love
this
this. I
show
love the
and the
writing in this.
series.
Yeah,
It's just everything's
it's all
connected. There's not
connected.
one weird out of place moment. It's just all connected.
I like how you have to watch each and every episode because if you miss one, the whole show will be thrown off in a way.
Dude, I'm waiting for like a timeline compilation. That would be nuts.
Ah, just wait till the second part of the season ends and then you get that.
Yeah, I know. Definitely.
Anyways, Xavier explains to Zeke that he believes that the founding Titan's power can actually modify, alter bodies of any Eldians
Yep.
subjects of Ymera because 600 years ago, I think Zeke's friend says that there was this like plague, and then the king of the time used the power of the founder to kind of rearrange their bodies so that
Which is nuts, right?
yeah,
That's like some god level power,
like that's kind of
which is
crazy. Like I kind
crazy.
of forgot about this stuff in the manga, so I was kind of surprised watching all this. Like I was like, oh yeah, this actually happened,
Yeah.
and it kind of explains how the founder was able to build all those colossal tie-ins and like, you know, make the walls on Paradise Island. If he can
Yep.
rearrange bodies, he can probably alter how tie-ins lurk and like,
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. About the power of Ymir. It only works on Eldians.
yeah, because they're subjects of Ymera.
On this like her descendants, her
Yeah,
kids, and through that lineage. Crazy. All because of that. The spoilers.
no spoilers. Anyway,
I forgot. It hasn't been animated yet.
this is when Zeke kind of comes with this plan,
You
being
could
like,
put
is
that
there
on.
a way to make sure that Eldians don't have babies anymore? And then Xavier kind of breaks down and he has a flashback to a time when he took off his armband and met a Malian woman and he had a kid with her. And then she found out that he was an Eldian and she slit the child's throat and killed herself.
Screws. That's so dark. Just to see like a puddle of blood
Oh dear.
everywhere.
I like how they animated this in the
And
show.
also Zeke, Zeke talks about the euthanization plan, right?
Yeah.
And then he only got that idea because of what happened as a kid
Mm-hmm.
from that guy.
Exactly.
And I think I just stuck with him ever since.
Yeah. And he's just been really like fixed on this plan.
Being called devils constantly will take a toll on you.
Exactly, man. And this is when it cuts to Xavier's like
Him meeting with Eren.
theory. no, before that, he comes up with this theory that there's a way
Oh,
to break the vow of renouncing war. If someone with royal blood who is a Titan shifter comes in contact with someone with the founding Titan, they can break that vow. And this is how he was able to discover it. And he has to find someone he could trust who has the founder, and that someone is Eden Yeager.
Eren Yeager, told by Bertolt and Zeke
Yeah.
in season 3
Mm-hmm.
when they retreated. Dude, it's so cool. No, season 2, at the end of the season 2,
Mm-hmm.
they retreated back to. Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's all tied back together.
Yeah, when they left and then they
It's
met up with
great, man.
Zeke and then,
And that's probably when they turned in Ymir as well.
yeah, the same
Oh,
time.
dude, it's,
And
I love
then
this
that's
show.
when they tell him the truth because Zeke had no idea that Gracia was alive. And then he cuts to this shot of him in this room, kind of like being all stressed out and like him freaking out that Gracia
Yeah,
survived and he had a kid
yeah,
and he gave that power. He used the attack Titan to sneak to Paradise Island to steal the founder. And he's like saying Eren has been brainwashed. He has to save his little brother. And then we get like a
yeah.
flashback of him talking to Eren.
I'll save you, Eren.
Yeah,
I'll find a way to save you. Dude, it just comes all full
full
circle, man.
circle. And then it cuts to him and Eren meeting for the first time. He mentions that Eren looks just like his father, and he talks about
Yep.
um the infusion, the euthanization plan.
The
That's it.
euthanization.
Yeah. And then he's saying that, do you agree with my plan? And then Eren mentions that 4 years ago he saw memories of Grisha attacking the royal family, and for that moment he felt that he became Grisha, and he said that if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be able to meet at this point. He wouldn't have the founder, and even though Grisha did a lot of bad things to
Bad,
Zeke,
bad things to those families.
in a
Oh
way
yeah,
he
to
kind
Zeke
of
as well,
made
but
in a way he kind of made up for it. I like this one shot of Eren like kind of looking at his palm, like yeah,
yeah.
pretty sick.
No, because he's saying that he felt the crushing of those kids,
Yeah.
and then he looked at his palm.
Oh yeah.
That's a bit dark.
And this is when he kind of agrees to Zeke's plan.
And in a way, he justified
Mm-hmm.
that action as well.
Yeah. He agrees to Zeke's plan and he calls him brother, and then Zeke kind of tears up. And then he gives him the baseball. And then we cut to present day and it's pouring down with rain.
Yeah, him with the it's so dude. Even now, it's animated well. Like Levi and Zeke
Yeah.
in that scene, him in the
Yeah,
carriage or
that's really
whatever.
good. So I have high hopes for next episode. Because they're putting all their...
But wait, it hasn't ended yet.
Oh no, it hasn't.
I thought you
Anyway,
were gonna end it.
Zeke is muttering the euthanization plan. Levi overhears it. He's about to slice him up. He screams and kind of says that he's gonna stick to his plan no matter what. He triggers the bomb, and then it
Dude,
just
I have to say, I
explodes.
love Levi, but that was dumb.
Yeah.
That was really dumb to stick that there. You could have just kept slicing away at him, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a little bit dumb. That poor horse though, like getting burnt to death.
Oh yeah, dude, that was animated so. Oh, it's
I
beautiful.
know.
Like the explosion itself.
Hmm.
Oh, it looks so
Even
good.
like the fluidity of the horse just
And
kind
then
of
just see
running.
Levi flying
Yeah.
across the fucking map, mate. Oh my days,
And
you got yeeted.
that's the end of
You got yeeted.
that's
Oh,
that's the end of the episode. So
yeah, Zeke killing himself with that dude. He just Levi's probably dead. Horse is definitely dead.
hmm
Then it ends.
overall, that was a pretty sick episode. Like,
10 out of
I
10.
still preferred like the
10
first.
out of
I
10.
preferred the first half of the previous one with Aaron and Armin. That just had a lot of weight to it. Like
Yeah,
that was yeah.
years of relationships, and
Hmm.
everyone's like thrown it into the bin.
Yeah, this episode was pretty good though. I really liked it. The lighting was good. The soundtrack was good. Gracious voice acting was amazing.
Oh, it was so good,
Mhm.
man. Him like just shouting in the background,
Yeah,
bro. Like Zeke looking terrified.
yeah,
Damn. Like you just feel the weight on Grish's shoulders,
hmm
but he's like forcing that weight onto Zeke as well.
yeah.
Damn. Sick.
What would you say is your favorite episode this season so far?
This episode, bro.
This episode, I still think Assassin's.
This
I think
episode.
Assassin's Bullet's still my favorite. When Sasha dies in that
That was
episode,
also good. That
that
was
was my
also
fave.
good.
This second fave is um I think the Gabby and Kai episode, just because of like the
Yeah, oh,
confrontation
that
and the
was
lighting.
animated well,
Yeah,
actually. Yeah, I
that's my
remember that. That was
second.
animated well.
Then my third favorite would probably be the first episode. I still like that episode,
Right, yeah.
and then
That was
maybe
decent
this
as well.
episode. Yeah,
Yeah, this will be my like number one.
yeah, fair enough.
Number two is probably the Gabby and Falco
Mm.
adventures, the prison
But
break.
what would you say is your worst favorite episodes, like the least favorites of yours of the season so far?
The war on the war on Mali.
Which one? There's like three
That
episodes.
whole the actual war where like it's like everyone's fighting the
So the
Warhammer.
Warhammer tie-in
It's
episode,
not good.
episode 6.
Yeah, no, it's
I
bad.
think my least favorite episode was the scene when Zach really gets blown up. With the
Oh
chair,
yeah,
yeah.
the faces in that episode. Yeah,
That's my least
weird.
favorite.
Isn't that the episode of the shirtless Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I probably would say the Warhammer tie-in episode, just because rewatching it in the dub, like Aaron's tie-in does look a little bit funny. Like the way they
It's
rendered
just
it.
it's a laughing stock, bro. It's just like you're not meant to like laugh. It's not a comedy,
Yeah, I
you
know.
know.
I mean, there's some like still shots of it in 2D when he's just kind of glaring.
Oh yeah, there's that one shot where he
I know,
looks
I
like a
think there are
devil.
two shots. There's one where he turns his head and it's 2D, but it's really quick.
Oh, quick!
Yeah.
Didn't have enough frames for that. Like a millisecond.
But yeah, yeah. So we're heading to the end of the first half of this
Finale.
season, and
No, I low expectations, man. Dude, it's gonna end with the headshot.
yeah, that would make sense. But
They're gonna.
I mean, before that, there's like
Nah,
three
man. They're
chapters.
gonna speed run it, bro.
There's like
They're
3 or
gonna
4
speed run
chapters.
it.
There's still quite a bit.
Dude, I'm telling you, it starts with Oh no, I don't want to go into spoilers though. Might spoil it for. But
I guess we can like end it.
like it's gonna be